There's some people who just travel all over looking for railroad stations, and here we are. We've had people from all around the world, actually. One morning late in November in 1994, I got up, I lived right down the street, and looked out the window and saw fire trucks down here. And we found out that this building had burned. Right away, we started trying to figure out how the Historical Society could buy the railroad station and save it. Finally, some volunteers went out to clean out some of the charred wood and try to get it ready for work to be done. The opening day came, and we had the beginning of that great model that shows Suffolk about 1907, when we had the 6 railroads running. And this sort of grew, just sort of became what it is. This is such a colorful building. It's such a beautiful style, and we don't have very many buildings in this style in Suffolk, and certainly no public buildings left. This is what makes us different from the next guy down the road. I don't think you even have to really like railroads or know very much about railroads to enjoy this place. If you like history, or if you just like traveling and getting the flavor of a town, this is a good place for it.
The depot was built at the turn of the century by the C&O Railroad. It was intended as the Atlantic terminus of the Chesapeake and Ohio intercontinental rail line. The depot was the nucleus of the village of Lee Hall, which included the station itself, as well as the Simon Curtis residence, which today is the Boxwood Inn. Simon Curtis was the treasurer of Warwick County for over 40 years, and his home was a local hotel, post office, and general grocery. And there were a number of other businesses in the quaint little village of Lee Hall. It was the anchor of the village, and it continued to serve the community in this capacity until about the 50s, when airplanes, cars, and trucks began to supplant rail transport. Amtrak discontinued passenger service in 1975, and in 1993 they made an offer to the city of Newport News to move the station. The city accepted the offer, and in conjunction with that, in 2000, a group called the Friends of the Lee Hall Depot Foundation was incorporated to move and restore the depot.
Once the train station is moved, it's going to be primarily a museum. Preservation of railroad stations is a big thing in the United States. I'm very enthused.